Welcome to another episode of Braai Grill Barbecue. On today's episode, I'll be braai, grilling and barbecuing a full chicken on the rotisserie. I'll also be sharing a secret tip to get it nice and juicy. Let's start off with a nice marinade. For this, place rosemary, thyme into a pestle mortar and pound away. And then add your butter, some olive oil, and Himalaya salt. Over here, kosher salt will also do. I just prefer Himalaya salt for some odd reason. You don't have to make this marinade into a nice smooth paste. Even if you have some chunky bits of butter in between, that's really up to your preference. I find that a little bit of chunky butter bits here and there will actually make the flavor pop inside the chicken. Squeeze a half a lemon into the marinade and then just mix thoroughly. With the extra skin bits, yes, the ones that I'm playing with and flapping around, here just take a scissor, cut them off, or use a knife that I'm using and then just trim it off neatly. And now time for my secret tip to get the chicken nice and juicy. Take your finger and rub it in between the breast meat and the flesh of the chicken. Do it on both sides. Once you have separated the skin from the meat, turn the chicken around and do it the opposite side also. Once this is completed, take your marinade and put it in between the flesh and the meat of the chicken, as shown here in the video. With the excess marinade, rub the chicken on the outside and making sure to evenly coat the chicken. To prepare the cavity of the chicken for the rotisserie spear, sprinkle some salt and then cut a lemon in half and put the halves inside the cavity, as shown in the video. This extra step will bring flavor to the chicken from the inside out. Another helpful tip, do not tie the screws of the rotisserie too tight, as there might be some adjustments later on when you're putting the chicken onto your Weber. I normally truss my chicken before inserting the spear. However, I find this method particularly simple, especially if you're a beginner when trussing a chicken while it is on the spear. Earlier on, I cut up some potatoes, marinated them and put them in an aluminium oven-proof dish. Place your chicken onto your Braai grill or barbecue and switch the rotisserie on. I normally let it run for about 2 minutes just to see where and if I should adjust the placement of the chicken. And this is why you do not tighten the screws at the very beginning, because I needed a slight adjustment. After this adjustment is done, and then tighten the chicken, put the lid on and let it do its thing. This is a salt rub that I made earlier on, which consists of salt, white pepper, thyme, rosemary and a little bit of garlic powder. I find that putting on the dry rub after the chicken is on the rotisserie, it will give it a nice even spread and you wouldn't miss any part out. An hour later, and this is what comes out. Trust me, fellow BGBS, this chicken is extremely juicy. Keep my flame going by searing that bell for notifications, pasting the like button and charring the subscribe button. And please, fellow BGBS, don't forget to share with your family and friends.